Okay, welcome back to Prime News. While the left celebrates Kamala Harris' performance in the debate, it's not for the reasons that they're saying, but the real reason is that Kamala Harris made her national introduction without exposing any of her radical beliefs, and that was by design. It was all about Trump, not about her. So we dug in tonight into her past. This is the Kamala Harris the left-wing media does not want you to know about.
You're confident this border's secure?
We have a secure border.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal, and we have to correct course in this conversation.
I think there's no question that we've got to critically re-examine ICE, and we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
Would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes. I am prepared to get rid of the filibuster to pass a Green New Deal.
I've always supported Medicare for all, and I give credit to Bernie Sanders.
Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access to the medical care that they desired and need.
I will snatch their patent so that we will take over.
In prison, like the Boston Marathon bomber, on death row, people who are convicted of sexual assault, they should be able to vote?
I think we should have that conversation.
Wow. That is the real Kamala Harris there. Joining me now is Trump 2024 National Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. Karoline, good to see you tonight.
Good to see you too, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Ton of flip-flopping, and I'm going to talk a little bit more. I'll bring this full circle here. Joe Biden, when he put that hat on in Shanksville, everyone you saw it, and you're like, oh my God, he's shot for real. He just put a red Trump hat on. And it just reminded me of the biggest lie of them all that we found out about that got exposed when Trump wiped the floor with Biden during the debate. And that was the cover-up of his mental decline with Kamala Harris and top Democrats leading the charge. You don't know what to believe with these people, especially Kamala Harris at this point.
No, you don't. And since you brought up Joe Biden's cognitive decline, let me say that Kamala Harris was one of the top Democrats to lie about Joe Biden's very obvious cognitive decline. Up until the moment that Joe Biden announced his out from this race, Kamala Harris was saying he was fit and he was strong. The American people know that's not true based on Joe Biden's debate performance where President Trump knocked him out of the race. That was another lie by Kamala Harris, just like the long list of lies about her policy. She has lied about her position on fracking. She lied about not wanting to defund the police. She is trying to run from her record because it is dangerously liberal. She has supported some of the most far-left policies this country has ever seen, and her advisors know with a record like that, you can't get elected because the American people don't want this country to turn into the former Soviet Union. They want this to be the land of freedom, and with a Kamala Harris in the Oval Office as president, it will not be a free country anymore.
So, Caroline, President Trump announced today there's not going to be a second debate against Kamala Harris. She desperately wants one. Everyone said she has won, but I think what's going on is they got the internal polling back from this debate, and it dawned on them. Kamala Harris is saying now, oh, my God, I forgot to talk about my policies. All I did was crap all over President Trump the entire night, and people who are independents, they were there to learn about her, and they didn't. She didn't say anything about her policies.
That's right. President Trump absolutely won the debate on Tuesday night. He outlined a clear vision to make this country strong, safe, wealthy again. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, was a mess. She couldn't answer the number one question in this election. Are you better off under her or were you better off under Donald Trump? Why can't she answer that question? Because she knows the answer, and the American people know it too. They were better off under President Trump, and that's why all of these post-debate polls show President Trump leading Kamala Harris. He got a post-debate bump. Our campaign released a memo proving that today. And all of the undecideds who watched at home are leaning in President Trump's favor and are going to vote for him on November 5th. Even the New York Times, and I'm sure it killed them to do it, had to write a headline saying, while all the mainstream liberal pundits may want to say Kamala won, the American people at home, the undecided voters who are going to determine the outcome of this election, believe President Trump won the debate because he did. And they trust him on the issues that matter: the economy, inflation, immigration, jobs, foreign policy, securing the border. Americans know he will get it done because he did it and delivered in his first term.
All right, let's do this. Trump in Tucson, Arizona today. This is about, he comments on his temperament at the debate, which he got killed by liberal media for, saying he was so angry here. Let's listen to it.
People said that I was angry at the debate. Angry. I was angry. And yes, I am angry because he allowed 21 million illegal aliens invading our communities. Many of them are criminals. Many are criminals. I'm angry.
And I don't think President Trump is the only angry one about this. He is angry. I think people appreciate what is happening in the United States.
Well, it's because he actually understands the issues that people are experiencing. The record high inflation that's robbing people of their hard-earned paychecks every week, unable to afford groceries to put on their table and feed their families, unable to fill up their cars with gasoline or pay their mortgages and their rents. And yes, we are angry about the fact that we've had an invasion of 20 million illegal people from all over this world who are descending on American communities, like in Springfield, Ohio, where there's been a 135% increase in the rent in that community because illegal immigrants are taking the supply from hardworking, tax-paying American citizens. Kamala Harris wants to run on joy. Well, guess what? There's not a lot of joy in the hearts of the American people when they can't afford their basic bills, and they're fearful that we are on the brink of World War III because of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's weak, failed foreign policy. There will be joy again in this country when President Trump is back in office and delivers on all of the promises that he delivered on in his first term to bring peace and prosperity back to this nation.